All right, you guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm gonna talk something that's gonna be a little controversial. Some people are gonna agree, disagree, but I'd like to get your thoughts on it. I'll give you my thoughts. Just go ahead after you watch the video. If you have your thoughts, leave a comment, like the video, dislike the video, leave feedback down below, and let me know what you think. But today we're gonna talk about the Bassmaster Opens and having no off limits period and whether there should be an off limits period for practice in the Bassmaster Opens. And we all see it. We see guys that are out there, they're posting on social media that they've been out there for 3 weeks, 2 weeks, some people even a month, and they're out there posting. And I'm going to tell you right now, I feel that a guy that is out there for that long, definitely has an advantage over the guy that can't take off work and go practice for that long. He can't afford to use that many vacation days, can't afford to, spend all that money on hotels and run around the lake and spend $1,000 in gas and stay out on the road for a month. That guy that's out there for a long time is going to have a huge advantage. Now, look, I mean, I work for myself. I'm able to, if I wanted to, I could take off 2 weeks if I wanted to. That's probably the max I would take off. But, I just go out there. I usually arrive the weekend of the practice. Official practice is Sunday. I usually arrive, either Friday if I can finish my work for the week. I'll leave Friday and then fish Saturday, Sunday, or I usually arrive Saturday, get there late in the afternoon, maybe drive around the water for 3 hours. And then, I fish Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, the official practice 3.5 days. So I mean, you got some of these guys that do go out there, and what I'm going to talk about is, I mean, it's an advantage in the tournament, but are you really doing yourself, are you really doing yourself any service, I think might be the word I'm looking for, of going out there and practicing for 3 weeks? Because hopefully, these guys and these people that are fishing the Bassmaster Opens, they're trying to qualify for the highest level of bass fishing, which is the Bassmaster Elite Series. Well, in the Elite Series, you have a practice period of 2.5 weeks. That lake, from the day it is announced, it is basically off limits. So you get 2.5 days to break down a body of water in the Elite Series. And what you've been practicing is, you've been out there for a month, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, and it's taking you that long to break down. Like, that's how long that you feel confident in yourself that you need to go. If that's the thing, if you're going out there 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks, I feel that those, I kind of thought of this just now, those are people that actually feel like, to have confidence in going into that tournament, that's how much time they feel they need to break down a body of water. Well, what happens when you get into the elites and you have 2.5 days to break down that body of water? So it's like, I've heard an Olympic guy say this, and he says, if you're training to run the fastest mile you can run, that's what you train for. You don't go and run a marathon every day, because running a marathon and training your body for that is a lot different than an all-out sprint for a 1 mile race. So you train for what you're doing. He says, if you're training to run a mile, you go out every day and run a mile as fast as you can every day. Nothing more, nothing less. You train for what you're trying to achieve. And so if you're trying to achieve these Bassmaster Opens, if you've been training on breaking down a body of water for weeks, and then you get to a point where you qualify and they're like, well, you got 2.5 days to, break down this body of water. And you're like, well, I haven't trained for that. I've been training on breaking down bodies of water over a week, 2-week period, 3-week period time. Well, I feel that you're going to be doing yourself a disservice. That was the word I was looking for earlier. I feel that you're doing yourself a disservice by practicing bodies of water for a long period of time, especially if your goal is to make it to the Elite Series. We got like the TBF National Championship, Semi-National Championship, other tournaments. I believe I fished the BFL American. There was an off-limits period. I did the Toyota Series Championship. That was an off-limits period. And, some of those tournaments weren't as big as the other ones. Obviously, Toyota Series and the BFL American, those are bigger tournaments. But even like the Semi-National, we do a 2-week off limits period. And I think that's a good rule of thumb. I mean, I get it. People might be working on that body of water. They do guide trips. But if they're trying to qualify for the Elite Series, they should be able to set aside a week or 2 weeks of that guiding business to be able to go and train and qualify for the Elite Series. So I think a 2 weeks off limits period is a good way to go. Even a week, just something to kind of even that playing field for the guys. They can't take off work as much, can't spend all that money to go out there, gain up all these waypoints and all these different experiences on that body of water through multiple, multiple weather conditions and things like that. And it'll even the playing field, and it'll keep those people that do qualify for the Elite Series, it gives them a better shot at being able to compete on the Elite Series, stage, with being able to break down a body of water in 2.5 days. Those are my thoughts. If you're trying to make it to the elites and you're training to break down a body of water in 2.5 days, well, that's what you should be kind of working towards on the Bassmaster Opens, learning how to break down a body of water as fast as you can in as little as time, and find those productive areas, a pattern, and something you can build on throughout a tournament as well. So, guys, these are just my thoughts. I hope you enjoy the video. Please leave some feedback, some comments. There's going to be some comments, I'm sure. Please leave them. I like it. If they're good, if they're bad, let me know your thoughts. I'm always open to listen, and I'll talk to you guys next time.